I'm Matt Bennett, and you're watching 64 Session. Well, it broke with my girl, cause Daddy didn't think she was right. For a guy like me, he wanted somebody bright. So I went out and found a girl I thought he'd approve of. When I pointed her out, I said, yeah, Dad, I think I'm in love. And she's the one with the mustache, finger tattoo, and a ball cap. NASCAR fanatic with gun racks hanging in the back of a Jeep Wagoneer. Right away from a heart attack, can't find her way out of a paper sack. Don't worry, Dad, cause she's got a job at the local IHOP, bringing in a whole lot of cash. And she's the one with the mustache. Well, I thought I'd bring her home for Thanksgiving dinner, when my cousin pulled up with his new girlfriend, Virginia. He said, hey man, where's that hot chick I heard all about? So I pointed her out playing beer pong with Uncle Ralph. She's the one with the mustache, finger tattoo, and a ball cap. NASCAR fanatic with gun racks hanging in the back of a Jeep Wagoneer. Right away from a heart attack, can't find her way out of a paper sack. Don't worry, Dad, cause she's got a job at the local IHOP, bringing in a whole lot of cash. And she's the one with the mustache. She's the toughest girl in the trailer park, world renowned when she's throwing darts. Best mechanic for miles and miles around. Yeah, she's the one with the mustache, finger tattoo, and a ball cap. NASCAR fanatic with gun racks hanging in the back of her Jeep Wagoneer. One fry away from a heart attack, and she can't find her way out of a paper sack. Don't worry, man, cause she's got a job at the local IHOP, bringing in a whole lot of cash. If she's the one with the mustache.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the 64 Session Studio, and I've got my good buddy Mr. Matt Bennett for y'all, aka Matt Benatar.
That's right.
What's up, man?
How you doing?
Good. I'm trying out this new mic configuration. You're my guinea pig.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Hopefully it makes me sound better than I do.
Yeah, it should. It should. I'll turn the suck button down.
I don't like my talking voice.
Dude, me either, man. That's probably the biggest thing I've had to just get over is how I sound on the camera, because dude, it's gross. It's embarrassing, you know. You just got to get over it. It's got to happen.
Yeah.
But that's a Brad Baker nickname.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
I think Roger Jones was the first one to call me that.
Oh, okay.
But Brad keeps it alive.
He does. Yeah, every time I hear your name from him, it's Matt Benatar. You play with Brad a pretty good bit, right?
Yeah.
He's kind of one of your regulars.
Brad's a regular guy, yeah.
Regular schmegula. You do a lot of the Tin Roof circuits,
I
right?
do. I've played all of them except Baltimore, San Diego now.
You've played all of them?
Mm-hmm.
Except two?
And they're about to open one in Detroit, so I haven't played there yet. But
Dude, how many are there?
13, I want to say, maybe 14.
Yeah.
They're about to open one this coming month or so in Raleigh. We got dates there already. But
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them. They're everywhere.
That's close to Mount Pilot and Andy Griffith and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool, man. I didn't know that there was that many. I thought it was just like a Southeast thing for some reason.
Yeah, they got 2 in Florida and Birmingham, Memphis, 2 in Nashville, North Carolina, South Carolina, Myrtle Beach.
Yeah. Ooh, that's nice.
We're going to Kentucky this coming weekend.
Yeah. Cool. That's actually where I met you, man, was one of the Tuesday night open jams in Birmingham.
Back when I was the new guy.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. You and Derek Haynes, he was playing guitar and singing harmony, killing it on the harmony. Great harmony singer and guitar player. And I think Brad was in on that.
Yeah.
He's pretty much been on there since the get-go.
Oh, yeah.
And he got me up one night. And, that's when I met you. And then played a couple gigs with you since then.
Yeah.
It's been a while, though. I hadn't played with you in a while. Yeah. How did you get hooked up on the Tin Roof circuit? Is it just from that open night jam? Is that how you got your foot in the door?
Yeah. I met some folks. I met Brad and John Dodd up there on Tuesdays. And we kind of threw something together for a Thursday. They had needing a band at Birmingham Tin Roof. And it just kind of went from there. We started playing there a bunch, and then some of the other Tin Roofs took a shot on me and liked me, and they just passed me along.
That's awesome. Did you have to have like an EPK or whatever?
Not really. I've never really used them. Like, I have one, and when people ask me for it, it kind of scares me.
Right,
I'm like,
yeah,
I forget. I've never really used them. So,
dude, in Nashville, they live and die by those bad boys. I've had to do a couple for some people that I'm still not done with. I've been working on them for a while. Sorry. But man, they're like, you kind of have to have them to get gigs up there.
Yeah.
At least get
some
started.
People love to have
people.
them, and some people just don't even look at them.
Right,
so.
Yeah.
Most of my career's been word of mouth. So
yeah,
it's been good for me.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Those Tin Roof gigs for the new guys can be a little grueling.
Yeah, they're long. It's 4 hours. You're not taking breaks. 0
breaks.
Sometimes I have guys in the band that sing. Sometimes I don't.
Right.
I had a long stretch where the 3 guys that were playing with me, none of them sang. I was the only microphone on the stage.
Yeah.
If I had to pee, I guess we needed a guitar solo or something. I don't know.
So when you got a free bird or something. Yeah.
We would do Hotel California.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah. You still got to pee quick, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I've been lucky enough. See, at least at the one in Birmingham, Jonathan Knowles runs sound, who is also a drummer. So I've been lucky enough to, get a pee break here and there when I've had the privilege of playing there. It's a fun gig, though, man. Yeah. Especially in the summertime playing out back.
Yeah.
I like
They
it.
got a good reputation everywhere, so people come out.
Yeah, for sure. Well, that's not all you do, though, right? You also play. You stay busy. You were just telling me the week you had last week.
Oh, yeah.
You played like 18 shows in 2 days or something.
7 shows in 5 days, yeah.
That's insane, man.
Do
you have a booking agent? That's what I was getting at.
I don't.
You don't?
It's all either me or John Dodd. John Dodd books all the gigs he plays drums on, and then I've got another drummer that does some other stuff when he's not available.
Yeah.
And so I book some things, but for the most part, we just split it up.
Right.
We do it ourselves.
That's cool, man.
The phone rang the other day. Buddy said, man, I need a place to stay. So I said, won't you come on by? Nowhere else that I can go. I let her down and I just know she's leaving this time. Man, I know what you're going through. I learned too late, but there's still time for you. If you love her like it's over, she's walking out that door. She ain't coming back and you can't hold her anymore. Love her like you want to when she's not around. Call out her name, but you don't hear a sound. She's still there tonight when you get home. Put your arms around her and hold on, and love her like she's gone. It ain't been long since I was you. I thought I was doing all I could do to hold on to her heart. I found out the hard way that I was wrong. I woke up She was gone, she left me somewhere in the dark. Hey, I'd go back if I knew how. If I knew then what I'm telling you right now, I love her like it's over. She's walking out that door. She ain't coming back. You can't hold her anymore. Love her like you want to, but she's not around. You call out her name, but you don't hear a sound. She's still there tonight when you get home. Put your arms around her and hold on, and love her like she's gone. Love her like it's over. She's walking out that door. She ain't coming back, and you can't hold her anymore. And love her like you want to, but she's not around. You call out her name, but you don't hear a sound. She's still there tonight when you get home. Put your arms around her and hold on, and love her like she's gone. Love her like she's gone.
Tell me about you've got a bunch of originals, right?
I do. I just released one 5 days ago. My new single came out. God Sent You is the name of it. And then my full album will be out August 30th. It's the first one I've ever done.
Full album?
So, yeah.
Oh,
10
snap.
songs.
Oh, snap. Who did it?
Josh Bright. In Boaz, Alabama.
Okay. Why do I know that name?
He's played around with a bunch of different people. He played guitar.
Yeah.
He also has done like Uncle Cracker's stuff.
That's
out
why.
there, yeah.
I think that's why. I don't know. I know
He's
that
great.
name. Yeah.
We just
cool.
we gel really well in the studio. Like, I really don't even have to do much. I just send him a recording on my phone, and he kind of gets what I'm trying to go
Right,
for. And
yeah.
just he's got some of the guys up in Nashville that played on Luke Combs' album, and some bunch of different people. Those guys are crazy busy.
In Boaz?
They're up in Nashville. He used to go up to Nashville. Or he
Oh.
did. He just built his own studio, which is phenomenal.
Yeah.
But he was going up to Nashville about once a month and meeting up with these guys and just like cranking out
Yeah.
songs for people for a day. And those guys are incredible.
Oh, dude.
I went up there one time and just watched,
Mhm.
and it blew my mind. I
I'm
think
sure.
I know a lot about music, and then I sit down and watch those guys work, and it was like they were talking in code. It was
Right.
just
Yeah.
incredible.
Yeah. Throwing out numbers and stuff. Yeah. I know. The alphabet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They would just like rattle off something and like count off, and they know what part of the song they were
Right.
in.
Yeah. I know, man. I've seen some of their like crazy their self-made charts where
Yeah.
they just, I mean, I can't, it's like hieroglyphics. I mean, I don't know what they're talking about, but man, they get it done. I mean, they usually like one take everything because they're in
it was
there.
incredible.
Time is money in the
Mhm.
studio, son.
It
Yeah,
was
that's why they're,
very
you know,
cool.
I guess that's why they're up there doing what they do.
Yeah,
'cause
they
can
stay
do it.
busy,
Mm,
and there's some big hitters that are using them now, and they've kind of made a name for themselves. So
awesome.
hopefully, in this next album, I can still afford them.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah. So, what made you go full length album versus like a EP or singles?
A lot of it is the Tin Roof thing. Like,
Mhm.
I got kind of like typecast as the cover band guy, I guess, and like,
Yeah, yeah.
I just
feel you.
wanted to like have a product that I could give somebody and be like, here's my, I can
Mhm.
open for somebody. And here's the show.
Right.
Like, if you like this and think it fits, then this is what I got.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I kind of wanted to do that, and then like, I wrote 5 of the songs by myself for this album, and then 5 of them some friends of mine wrote. So I just kind of wanted to bring all that in and kind of like show
Right.
who I am, what I like about music, that sort of thing.
Cool. Well, do you have music on like Spotify?
I do.
Stuff
I have
already?
3 songs out right now. The newest single, and then Mustache came out last year. That was kind of the big one.
I remember that one. Yeah.
It's sitting at like 329,000 streams or something crazy.
Whoa,
Like it blew up
dude.
there for a minute.
Yeah.
I won a contest last summer and got to open for Thomas Rhett and a bunch of other people down
Holy
in Panama
crap.
City, and that was right when it came out, and it just kind of exploded
Yeah.
there for a minute. And so that was a
awesome.
big push to do the album.
Yeah,
And,
I bet.
So the album actually will come out. I'm playing that same festival again with Tim McGraw, Midland, Lanco, Lauren Elena.
What's the festival?
Gulf Coast Jam.
Gulf Coast Jam, dude. I saw your name on the flyer.
My
Yeah.
brother my
Yeah.
brother was down in Panama City and saw a poster.
That's where I saw it. I
And
was on vacation.
He
That's
posted
right,
a picture of my name. It's it's super cool. My name will be on a T-shirt with Tim McGraw
Heck
and
yeah.
Jason Aldean and Kid Rock and all these people.
Dude,
all
that's
these people I've
crazy.
covered forever.
Right, yeah.
It was funny when I saw Tim McGraw's name. It was like, well, it'll be the first person that's played something like that more than me.
Right. Yeah, he's got you beat on
Yeah.
numbers, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I remember that, man. I think I saw it at Pineapple Willie's or something.
Yeah.
That is hung up on the bar.
They got them everywhere down there. It's
Yeah.
a cool festival. It's a
Dude,
lot of fun.
It looked like it. Killer lineup, man.
Yeah.
Looked really
They
good.
did a great job this year. And I may be biased, but
I mean, yeah.
I think our night's the best. So come Friday if you're
It's
coming.
Friday night?
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm the first act of the whole thing, kicking the whole thing off. So
Right on. What time's it kick off?
2:30 Friday afternoon.
2:30.
And it'll go all the way into Sunday night.
Cool. What's the date on that? You remember?
August 30th, 31st, and September 1st, Labor Day weekend.
Labor Day. Okay, cool. You heard it, folks. Be there early and catch this dude. That's awesome, man. Who are you gonna have? Are you doing full band? or-
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's
we
in the
get a
band?
half-hour set. So I don't know exactly how big of a lineup we're going to use, but my main guys are John Dodd, Brad Baker, and Brandon Malone from Tuscaloosa.
Yeah.
Young kid on guitar. He's great, and what I got him doing, he just he jumped right in late last year with us,
Right.
and he'd been playing with a couple people down Tuscaloosa, but hadn't really traveled much, and we got him out on the road. And
Uh oh.
it's been a lot of
Corrupted
fun. He ain't never been nowhere, so
Yeah,
it's always
yeah,
fun
yeah.
to. Well, I remember I think the first trip we took him on was St. Louis, and we got into Kentucky, and he was just like, "Well, reckon this is farthest north I've ever been." We're like, "All right, cool, this is gonna be fun."
Yeah.
But, yeah, he's great.
Little
And,
word of
so
advice to
we're
the
still
new guy,
debating
though.
whether we're gonna take a fiddle player or a pedal steel or a keyboard player or somebody
yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
It just kind of depends on what we decide to do.
Right. Yeah. Cool. So some of your new songs though have fiddle parts.
Oh,
and all
yeah.
that jazz. Yeah. Awesome, man.
I'm trying to keep some country alive, I guess.
I feel you, dude.
Yeah.
That's great.
I love the sound, so it's
Dude,
my album.
It always helps when your sound engineer is a player. You know, and he can hear what needs
It's
to
great
happen.
because he can play every guitar part on my album if he wanted to, and he has played some of them.
Right.
But he's also like, he's not really an artist, so
Right.
he doesn't like have that bias either. Like he takes the songs where they need to go.
I gotcha. Yeah, that
So
seems
it's
to be
been good
helpful
for
then.
me.
yeah,
Yeah.
I bet. Yeah. Yeah, cool, man.
From the moment our eyes met, she had me mesmerized. We talked, we laughed, we had a ball that night. The clock struck 12 and out she went. Just like that, I missed my chance. Disappeared just like a drop of rain. Please come back, my ballroom Cinderella. I don't want this night to end. Seems as though we just began. Leave a name and number for me to call. Tell me I'll see you again. Think I remember when the last time was. never gave up hope. Night after night I kept my eye out for her. Finally she walked through the door. I took her by the hand and danced the night away. I leaned in close, and this is what I said. Please come back, my barroom Cinderella. I don't want this night to end. Seems as though it just began. Leave a name and number for me to call. Tell me I'll see you again. I don't think I remember when the last time once I felt this way. You know that I would search for you forever. So finally find my barroom Cinderella. She looked at me with glowing eyes. A warm embrace could last all night. Kissed her lips, and everything was finally alright. 'Cause I'd finally found my barroom Cinderella. And never want this night to end. Now I know it just began. 'Cause she whispered a name and number for me to call. I'm on my way to her again, picking her up at 10:30. 'Cause tonight's the night we began forever. Just me and my barroom Cinderella. Cinderella.
So how long have you been writing music?
Not that long, really. The first song I ever wrote was on this album. It's called Barroom Cinderella.
Mm-hmm.
I wrote it right after college.
Yeah, I know that song.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember.
I released a version of it a couple years ago,
Yeah, yeah.
and we did a whole new version for the album. That it's pretty cool. It's a little different, and I think people will like the new version.
Cool. So, but when did you start though?
I didn't really write at all. I played a little bit in church,
Mm-hmm.
and like in high school we wrote kind of some stuff, a little bit like Christian music, but I didn't really do much of it. I was just kind of there.
Yeah. Yeah.
I never really tried to, and like I would start to write songs and not like them and just not ever. I never
Follow
wrote a
up.
full song.
Right.
And I was in grad school, bored one day. I don't even know what class I was in.
Dang.
And I pulled out a notepad and wrote that song in like half an hour and went home
That's
and
awesome,
played
man.
it. And I've been playing it ever since.
Yeah, that's awesome. So how do you approach writing? Is it the same every time, or
I usually write lyrics first.
Just
a lot
start
of
with,
times
like, a
I
hook
write,
or-
a lot of times I write, just start from the top, verse 1, and I write in the car a lot. Like,
Oh, yeah.
It's bad. I
Yeah.
probably shouldn't, but
Yeah.
I'll bring out notes and
Yeah.
jot down some stuff. And a lot of times it would be like I'll hear something, it'll spark an idea, and I'll jot it down, and then I'll sit down and kind of compile them all and see which ones fit together and which ones don't.
Yeah.
And I usually write verse 1 first, almost always.
Interesting.
I like to tell
cool.
stories, so that's kind of the
Yeah. So you just kind of
start from the beginning.
But you probably have like an idea of the story you want to tell.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I can usually outline it. I usually think about what the music video would look like. It's
Hey.
kind of how I do it.
Hey, I know a guy who does music video. Holla at your boy.
Yeah.
Well, cool, man. That's interesting. I think you're the first person to say that they just start from the top. I've had most people. I think the majority has been start with some kind of hook, or main theme, and they
Yeah.
work around, build out from there instead of top down. Cool, man. I like it. Did you have a band in high school and stuff? Did you guys put a band together?
Yeah, I played. So I went to a Christian school, so we had chapel every Wednesday.
Where'd you go to school at?
Mount Perrin in Kennesaw, Georgia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we.
When'd you move to Alabama?
I moved to Alabama for college. I went to Sanford to play baseball.
Yeah.
And I graduated from Sanford in 2010 and never left.
You played
Just
baseball at Sanford?
Yeah.
Sweet. What position do you play?
All of them. I played mostly first and third and catcher.
Yeah.
But there was a time, I remember, it was like a Tuesday or Wednesday, and Coach Dunn walked up to me and was like, I really want you to play today to get some at-bats, but you're my backup at every position. So, because we had a lot of guys hurt. I was just like, I understand. So I had to sit on the bench just in case somebody got hurt.
Yeah.
That day was just a bad day for that.
Well, that's cool, man. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Did you want to go pro? Is that something you wanted to do? Or?
Man, when I was in high school, I played on some really good summer teams, and I played with a lot of guys that are playing in the pros now. And at the time,
Whoa,
by the time I got done with college, I was done.
Yeah, I could totally see that.
I haven't picked up a baseball since.
No kidding.
My last day was my last day. And I played a little bit the summer after in a college summer league. So I'd made some really good friends in that league and played with them for 4 years. And I played out that summer, and then I was done.
Yeah. What'd you go to school for? Music related?
Religion.
What?
I have a religion degree, and I have a master's degree in religion.
Shut your mouth. Dude, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow. Were you ever employed as some kind of religious man of the cloth?
I've worked at some different churches for a time. I worked at Dawson and Homewood for a little bit. I interned with them at the end of my seminary. I had to do an internship, and I stayed there for a little while. And I played a lot of music while I was there and helped them with that.
Right.
And then it just kind of, they had some younger interns and needed some more spots, and I stepped away.
Yeah, I feel you.
I felt like they needed to give some other younger college kids a shot at my job. So I haven't really worked at a church since then.
Yeah.
I've been so busy.
Dude, I know. I started playing at church at Summerton up here up the road, like probably 5 years ago now, because, well, not because, but one thing that I really like about it is it, at least, because I've slacked off on music playing a lot because I work 40 hours a week, got 2 youngins, and I do this, So I play like twice, 2 or 3 times a month now, So, but with church, I have a gig once a week, no matter what, really, so it keeps the chops up, if nothing else, It feeds the soul too, don't get me wrong, but,
And that's where I learned, that's how I learned how to play guitar. I was playing worship music.
Right, yeah. That's where most of my friends, I guess, probably, started playing music was church related. But then we turned to the dark side, I guess, for a little while. I don't know.
Bars pay better.
They do. They do, man. That's the thing, dude, is like, good luck trying to pay the bills, being in a Christian band. It just doesn't, there's not gigs every week, so whatever. But they're cool enough, thank God, they know this. They know, crap, I'm 33. I got 2 kids. I'm not in it, for the wrong reasons these days. I'm in it because I love to play music, And that's the way I want it, like now I don't have to take gigs that I don't want, just to eat, or something, So it's for me. I'm in a good place right now, So can't beat it really. I get to hang out with cool people like you, man.
Man, there's a lot cooler people than me that have been on here,
dude. But with a lot less cool beard, that sucker's coming along, boy.
Yeah. I did No Shave November a couple years ago, and just was like, I'm just gonna leave it, see what happens. And then, I don't know, I get called Luke Combs at least once a week, and I just consider just going 2005 Britney and shaving it off. I'm just like, I don't look like Luke Combs. I don't think I do, but
not at
other
all.
people do.
Dude, not at all.
Every bar we play at, people be like, Luke Combs, and I'm like, Matt Bennett.
Yeah, dude, he's got red hair.
I know.
For God's sakes. Well,
I mean, I guess it could be worse. But
It definitely could be worse. Hey, man, Luke Combs gives everybody the fighting chance feeling.
I know, like, I mean, I remember I was playing Gillettes years ago. I mean, not that many years ago, really, but it was a Thursday, and somebody requested a Luke Combs song, and I was like, "Who is that?" And the security guy sitting on stage with me, and he was just like, "Oh, he's just another guy that plays here," and I was like, "Cool." Like,
wow.
And then like I saw him, he was playing like at Zydeco and some other places, and the next thing I know, he's Luke Combs, and I was like,
dude,
man.
I know, like he came out of nowhere, really, exploded.
He had the song, like that's a big part of it. When he got Hurricane, everybody knew that was a #1 song.
Definitely,
and it was just a matter of time.
Yeah, I remember. I was playing an acoustic gig with Adam Stacks. You remember Stacks?
Yeah,
and he said, he was, just follow me, and he started playing Hurricane, and after I was like, what was that? I've never heard that before. And he said, dude, you will.
Yeah.
And sure enough, they blew that song to space, man.
Yeah.
Good for him though. That's awesome.
Everything he puts out goes #1. So
seriously, man, he's on top of the world right now. That's great. I'm proud for him. Where's he from, dude?
I think he's from North Carolina. He went to Appalachian State. I know that.
Gotcha.
We were in the same conference as Appalachian State when I was at Sanford. They were in our conference for a little bit of time. So I guess we were both in school at that same time.
Probably so, yeah. Yeah, I guess he's our age.
I know we both like Eric Church a lot, and that was like the first I'd ever heard of Appalachian State. They're like, Eric Church went there, and I was like, sweet.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. Yeah. Well, how old are you?
31.
31, so you're 2 years younger than me. Okay, cool. Yeah, we're about that age where like stuff starts falling apart.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
It hurts more.
Dude, tell me about it,
the
man.
gigs,
Freaking
for sure.
knees.
Those 4-hour gigs anyway.
Those tin roof gigs, man, like my knees from sitting, like this and just moving, like this all night.
There's a lot of that, but then like I've also found like if somebody will give me like a 30, 45 minute original set and it's something I like care about,
that's totally
it hurts
different.
just as much. Like I can wear myself out in half an hour,
right?
Just as much as I can in 4 hours.
Yeah, but isn't it crazy? Like the feeling, how much different the feeling is, like to playing an original show than versus a cover gig or something.
I think
totally
people
different.
see it too. Like
they can
tell.
Got to. Yeah. I mean, but it only makes sense. You're putting your art out there.
Yeah.
Like this is your footprint to leave in the sand of. The world or whatever. But
that was a big thing when I was going through this album. It was kind of like I'd released some stuff in the past I didn't really like, and I've taken it down since then. Like I wrote it when I was younger, and
I
liked
we all
different
had those,
things
man.
then. And so like when I was making this album, that was a big part of it. Like kind of it's called High Matt is what I'm going to call the album, because it's almost like reintroducing myself.
Right.
And like what do I want people to see about me? And so I mean I like it a lot. I think it's a cool record.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
I mean, there's not drinking songs on it, and there's not just tons of random things. Like I don't know how to describe it really. Like it's mostly story songs. So
is there a baseball song on there?
There's not any baseball songs.
Come on,
there.
man.
My favorite baseball songs right now is Cam Spinks has a song with some baseball references that I love. He actually wrote one of the songs on this album. So,
did he?
Yeah.
Dude, I love Cam Spinks.
Yeah. Cam did one. He's been on here. Terry Adams wrote one of the songs on this album.
Yep, Terry's been on here. Yeah. What about Trey?
Me and Trey wrote a song when we didn't really know each other.
Oh,
together
really?
That just wasn't very good. I mean, we had a good time writing it.
Yeah,
but
I'm sure, yeah.
I think from the get-go we knew it was a bad idea, but we just kept going anyway.
Just went with it.
And we've been really good friends ever since. So
yeah.
He gave me his first album that day, and I think I played it till it broke.
Right. I remember you used to live stream a lot of your shows and stuff, and I would tune in from time to time. You would cover some of Trey's songs from time to time.
I love covering Trey's songs.
Back to Birmingham, I think, was one of them.
Yeah. Covering Terry's songs.
Yeah, man. Yeah. It's very cool. Dude, that's such the right attitude to have, like, because all ships rise with the tide, man. I mean, it's a cliche saying, but it's there because it's true. And for people to be, like, cutthroat about this thing, like, I hate that, dude. hate it with a passion. I don't like it when people dog other people out, or or talk trash about them behind their back, but not to their face. I can't stand that. And there is some of that in the music business. For sure. But I try not to even associate with those type of people, man. I try to keep it like everybody we're all trying to do the same freaking
for
thing,
me, like, pretty much every time I meet somebody, it's like, when are we going to write? When are we going to play a show together? Like, I want to play shows with people more than write, really. Right. That's where, like, me and Trey did a show for 65 South on the 4th in Coleman. And, like, he headlined, and, like, I came out on stage with his band and did a song. And, like, we just had a blast with it. Like, just make a show out of it. And people love that. Like, it made me seem a lot cooler than I was to get brought back out. And, like,
it's a win-win for everybody.
So, I mean, we have fun. We've been talking about it for years. Like, we just need to book a bunch of shows together and just do the thing.
Thanks for coming in.
Yeah, man.
I appreciate it. Enjoyed the chat. Enjoyed the tunes. We haven't done them yet, but we're about to. I'm sure I'll dig them. All right. Well, thanks, everybody, for watching. If you'll do me a solid, hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up button maybe. Drop us a line in the comments. See you next week.
This old guitar doesn't have a name, and I don't know its age or where it comes from. This old guitar has been beat up and abused, but it always stays in tune when I play that old love song. And all the late nights on the road, all the smoky bars, all the people singing along, putting tips down in my jar. It's always been there by my side. But if you want to know the truth, this old guitar is my best friend, 'cause it led me to you. This old guitar, watched you walk in the door, a place you'd never been before. And when it caught your eye, this old guitar had never played so well. Now it has a story to tell about the night we fell in love, and all the late nights on the road, and all the smoky bars, all the people singing along, putting tips down in my jar. It's always been there by my side. If you want to know the truth, this old guitar is my best friend, 'cause it led me to you. Guitar, it sits up on the wall, it hardly ever gets played at all. I know one day soon this old guitar will end up in the hands of our white-eyed little man, and he'll learn to play our song about the late nights on the road, all the smoky bars, all the people singing along, putting tips down in my jar. It'll be there by his side, just like me and you, and it'll be his best friend. This old guitar is my best friend, 'cause it led me to you.